Telling you right now, it did not stop the fans from wanting to watch this. I told y'all what it was. Long as we got to do is keep supporting the team, Caitlin Clark will be back in no time. Just as long as we make sure things stay on the up and up, everything is going to remain on the up and up. And now since we got...
We're talking WNBA madness, where the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky just turned a basketball game into a full-blown cultural earthquake. 1.9 million viewers, y'all. That's more eyeballs than a Marvel movie premiere or your auntie's favorite NCIS rerun. And the craziest part, Caitlin Clark wasn't even on the court. She was chilling on the sidelines, probably sipping a smoothie and solving world hunger, yet still stealing the show. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here claiming she's the main character, strutting like she invented rebounds.
Ari McDonald out there balling like there's no tomorrow. She's even more entertaining to watch anyways as of right now. She's giving life to the Indiana Fever fan base. So shout out to Ari McDonald in drawing this viewership. That's who I'm putting the numbers on. I'm telling you right now, without Caitlin...
Spoiler alert, the numbers don't lie, but the drama? Oh, it's juicier than a reality TV reunion. So grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and let's unpack this hoopla with all the wit, shade, and facts you can handle. This ain't just basketball. It's Caitlin Clark's world, and we're all just streaming it. Let's set the scene. June 2025, the Indiana Fever vs. Chicago Sky game airs on CBS, and it's a national TV moment. You'd think it's just another WNBA game, right? Wrong. This thing pulled 92 million viewers, making it one of the top 10 most watched WNBA games since 2001. That's not a flex. That's a whole gym session. And here's the kicker. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's golden child, was benched with an injury.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with breaking news hot off the press. So it looked like the numbers are in for the Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game. And I'm telling you right now,
didn't lace up, didn't shoot a single three, didn't even break a sweat. Yet somehow, her aura alone had people glued to their screens like it was the Super Bowl. It's like she's got a magical Wi-Fi signal that boosts ratings just by existing. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, Chicago Sky's resident drama queen, was out there giving us 4 points. 4, as in the number of times you check your phone during a boring Zoom call. But don't sleep. Angel's acting like those 4 points were a Grammy-winning album drop. Let's dive into this rivalry that's got more plot twists than a Netflix thriller and figure out who's really moving the needle. First, let's talk Caitlin Clark. This woman is a walking highlight reel. She's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting the rulebook. Before she even stepped into the WNBA, the league was growing, sure, but it was like a slow jog. Caitlin showed up, and suddenly it's a full-on sprint. Posts on X are screaming her name, saying she's the reason ticket sales, jersey sales, and viewership are through the roof. One user put it like this: Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA as a rookie. Numbers don't lie, viewership up 181%. And they're not wrong. Her games are pulling numbers that make network execs weep with joy.
Box office, guys.
The 1,000 viewers, becoming the most viewed WNBA game on ION this season, despite Caitlin Clark's absence. The Caitlin Clark effect continues even when she's not on the court, folks.
Fever versus Sky, 1.9 million. Fever versus Liberty, 2.2 million. Even when she's sidelined, like in this game, the Fever's matchup against the Sun still drew 851,000 viewers, the most watched WNBA game on ION this season. That's not a coincidence. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. It's like she's the sun, and everyone else is just orbiting her gravitational pull. Now don't get it twisted, Angel Reese is no slouch. She's got charisma that could light up a blackout. This woman walks onto the court like she's starring in her own music video, complete with slow-motion hair flips and side eyes that could cut glass. She's got that reality TV energy, like she'd toss a drink at a housewives reunion and then post about it on TikTok with a wink.
But the Indiana Fever just drew 2 million viewers without Caitlin Clark. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. Like, that is...
And she's not just talk, she's got game. Last season, she set the WNBA's single-season rebounding record. And this year, she just dropped her first career triple-double against the Connecticut Sun. 11 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. That's big, y'all. She's only the second player to hit a triple-double this season. Right behind, you guessed it, Caitlin Clark. Angel's out here making history, and she's not letting anyone forget it. She even tried to trademark me bounds after some online trolling, which is peak Angel, turning shade into a brand deal. But here's where it gets messy. Angel's convinced she's the reason those 1.9 million viewers tuned in. In her mind, they came for her rebounds, her lashes, and her unapologetic swagger. She's probably got a vision board with WNBA Queen written in glitter. And you know what? I respect the hustle. Angel's got that I'm the main character energy, and she's leaning into it hard. She's posting on X, hinting at billionaire ambitions and clapping back at haters like it's her cardio.
Legitimately something that I did not think was going to happen. This was obviously a national TV game. This was a big game. Even without it, it's a big game. And I feel bad.
But the stats, they're telling a different story. In that Fever Sky game, Angel dropped 4 points and 2 rebounds. 4 points! That's like showing up to a potluck with a single bag of chips and claiming you catered the whole thing. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's absence didn't stop the Fever from blowing out the sky by 29 points. Ouch! The scoreboard was shading Angel harder than a Twitter thread. Let's break it down with a relatable analogy. Imagine the WNBA is a blockbuster movie. Caitlin Clark is the lead actor. Think Zendaya in Dune, stealing every scene with effortless star power. She's dropping logo threes, dishing dimes, and breaking records like it's just another Tuesday. Even when she's not in the scene, her name's on the poster, and people are buying tickets just to see her vibe. Angel Reese? She's the scene stealer, the supporting actor who's giving Oscar-worthy energy in every frame. She's got the drama, the flair, the one-liners that make you rewind. But let's be real. Nobody's rushing to the theater just for the supporting role. They're there for the whole spectacle, and Caitlyn's the one driving the box office. Angel's bringing the spice.
Fever are playing. It does not matter who the Fever are playing, they're getting big viewership. They're getting massive viewership. And 1.92 million viewers is still crazy. Like, that is that's probably one of the top 50.
But Caitlyn's cooking the main course. Now let's talk about the drama, because this rivalry is serving more tea than a Bravo reunion. Caitlyn and Angel are like the WNBA's version of Mean Girls, with just enough pettiness to keep it spicy. Remember that flagrant foul Caitlyn dropped on Angel in the season opener? Social media lost its mind, with fans zooming in on every glare like it was CSI, hardwood. Angel brushed it off like a pro, saying, "Basketball play, refs got it right, move on." But you know she filed that away in her mental Rolodex. Every time these two share the court, it's like a soap opera with better jump shots. Slow motion clips of Angel's side eyes are circulating like courtroom evidence, and Twitter detectives are breaking down every interaction. Is it beef? Is it just competition? Who cares? The internet's eating it up like it's a 5-course meal. And let's not sleep on the fans. They're the ones turning this into a cultural moment. X is a war zone of hot takes. One user said, Angel Reese isn't in the same atmosphere as Caitlin Clark. 4 points in a blowout? $3 tickets?
15 most viewed WNBA games of all time. Like, rating for Aces versus Valkyries on the same day on ABC. I think it was on ABC. Were both of the games on? No,
Nah, Caitlin's the show. Harsh, but the sentiment's clear. Caitlin's got fans acting unwise. Another post claimed, Caitlin's the Jackie Robinson of the WNBA, breaking barriers and pulling eyeballs. Meanwhile, Angel's stans are riding for her, pointing to her triple-double and her Sportswoman of the Year award at the 2025 BET Awards. It's Team Edward versus Team Jacob all over again, but with buckets and blocks instead of vampires and werewolves. The fans are picking sides, and it's only making the rivalry hotter. Here's the thing though. This drama is exactly what the WNBA needs. Women's basketball has always been fire, but Caitlyn and Angel are turning it into a global inferno. It's not just sports nerds watching anymore. It's meme lords, gossip hounds, and your co-worker who thinks a pick and roll is a bakery item. The Fever Sky game wasn't just a game, it was a spectacle. Every seat was filled, Gainbridge Fieldhouse was electric, and the vibes were immaculate. Even without Caitlyn playing, the storylines kept people hooked.
Tweeting out this statement, man, check this out. Every seat filled. Oh my goodness, every seat. No open seat? Are you kidding me? My goodness, man.
Will Angel step up? Will the Sky get revenge? Will Caitlyn's bench reactions break the internet again? It's like the WNBA hired a Hollywood scriptwriter to keep us on the edge of our seats. Let's zoom out for a sec and talk impact. Caitlin Clark's influence is unreal. She's not just a player, she's a phenomenon. Posts on X are calling her the prodigal daughter of the WNBA, saying she's carrying the league on her back, and the numbers back it up. The WNBA's viewership was up 46% last year, but with Caitlin, it's up 181%. She's played in 3 of the most watched games since 2002, and she's only in her 2nd year. Her rookie season was bananas: 19.0 points, 6.0 rebounds, 9. 3 assists per game before that quad strain sidelined her. Now, she's back, dropping signature flurry of deep threes and playmaking brilliance that's got Nike tweeting about her 38-second takeovers. She's not just breaking records, she's breaking the internet, the bank, and probably a few ankles. Angel's impact? It's different, but undeniable. She's the WNBA's hype machine. Her triple-double against the Sun had the league calling her triple-double Barbie on social media.
You know. Oh man, that now you know is hitting harder than any flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark last year. My goodness, man. Nah, man, but for real, this is amazing.
She's got the WNBPA partnering with brands to sell phone cases with her face on them, leaving Caitlin out of the promo. That's clout. She's turning every moment into a marketing opportunity, from trademarking me bounds to clapping back at trolls with TikToks that scream, "I'm that girl." But her stats this season? They're dipping. 10.4 points, 11.9 rebounds, 35.7% shooting. Compare that to Caitlin's rookie dominance, and it's clear who's got the edge on the court. Off the court, though, Angel's giving Caitlin a run for her money in the charisma department. So, who's really driving the bus? It's like asking if the chef or the spices make the dish pop. Caitlin's the chef, crafting masterpieces with every pass and shot. Angel's the spice, adding that extra kick that makes you go, "Oh, this is good." Together, they're cooking up a feast that's got the WNBA trending worldwide. Caitlin's the headline.
It says watch on League Pass, but it was obviously on TV. It says here, sorry, it was on CBS. So it had only 300k viewers less than Fever versus Liberty, and that is a mental one. That is actually...
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark, because this woman isn't just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon, a walking highlight reel, a one-woman cultural tsunami. Before she even stepped foot in the WNBA, the league was growing, sure, but it was like a leisurely bike ride through the park. Caitlin showed up, and suddenly, it's a Tour de France sprint with her leading the peloton. Posts on X are screaming her name like she's the second coming of Beyoncé, with one user summing it up perfectly. Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA as a rookie. Viewership up 181%. She's the needle mover, the game changer, the whole vibe. And the numbers don't lie. They're shouting louder than a courtside buzzer. Her games are pulling viewership numbers that make network execs do backflips in their corner offices. Fever vs. Sky on May 17th. 7 million viewers. The most watched WNBA regular season game in 25 years, peaking at 3.1 million.
A mental one, like, it doesn't really, like, the Fever and Sky is a rivalry people seem to want to watch. Genuinely, it's a rivalry people seem to want to watch, and it's a rivalry people...
Fever versus Liberty on June 2nd, 2.22 million. Even when she's out, like in the June 7 game against the Sky or the June 6 game against the Connecticut Sun, which drew 851,000 viewers on ION, the most watched WNBA game on that network this season, the Fever are still a draw. That's the Caitlin Clark effect, y'all. It's like she's got a magic wand that turns every game into a must-watch event, whether she's hooping or just vibing on the sidelines. She's not just playing basketball. She's rewriting the script for women's sports, turning the WNBA into a global obsession. Let's break down her game because it's straight up unfair, like she's playing with cheat codes while everyone else is on expert mode. Caitlin's rookie season in 2024 was a masterclass. 19.0 points, 6.0 rebounds, 9. 3 assists per game before that pesky quad injury slowed her down. She set the WNBA's single-season assist record with 337 dimes, including a mind-blowing 19 in a single game against the Dallas Wings. That's not just passing the ball, that's conducting a symphony with a basketball. She's dropping logo threes like she's playing NBA 2K on rookie mode, dishing passes like a Vegas card dealer.
Like, people care about. See here, obviously ahead of it, Annie Costabile wrote about the history. And look, it's not even about the history. It's not about history. It's because of the storyline.
And breaking records like their dollar store dishes. In her 2025 season opener against the Sky on May 17th, she dropped her third career triple-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, plus 4 blocks. 4 blocks. That's like a point guard moonlighting as a center in a pickup game. Her teammate Aaliyah Boston chipped in with 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks, while Natasha Howard added 15 points in her Fever debut. The Fever's 93-58 blowout was the second largest margin of victory in franchise history, and Caitlin was the maestro orchestrating it all, directing traffic like she's got a PhD in basketball IQ. Even Nike's out here tweeting about her 38-second takeovers, calling her playmaking brilliance, and her deep threes a signature flurry. She's not just a star, she's the whole galaxy, with planets and moons orbiting her every move.
Fever continue to fly high on the ratings when it comes to cable TV. Did this most recent meeting get them? Well, we are about to find out.
Now, don't sleep on Angel Reese, because this woman's got charisma that could power a small country. She walks onto the court like she's headlining a sold-out arena tour, complete with slow-motion hair flips and side-eyes that could cut through diamond. Angel's got that reality TV energy, like she'd toss a drink at a Real Housewives reunion, then post a TikTok about it with a smirk and a caption like, "Stay mad." And she's not just talk. She's got game that backs up at least half the hype. Last season, she set the WNBA's single-season rebounding record with 446 boards, and in 2025, she's already making history. Against the Connecticut Sun on June 6th, she dropped her first career triple-double, 11 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. That's only the second triple-double of the season, right behind, you guessed it, Caitlin Clark. Angel's out here stacking accolades like she's collecting infinity stones, from her Sportswoman of the Year award at the 2025 BT Awards to her Met Gala appearances, where she's serving looks that could shut down Fashion Week single-handedly. She even tried to trademark me-bounds after some online trolling, which is peak Angel, turning shade into a side hustle faster than you can say brand deal.
Sans Clark, Fever Sky still among top 10 WNBA games since 2001. Despite the absence of Caitlin Clark, the Fever Sky rivalry delivered one of the top 10 largest regular season or playoff WNBA audiences in the past.
She's not just playing basketball, she's building an empire, one rebound and one viral clapback at a time. But here's where the plot thickens like a good gumbo. Angel's convinced she's the reason those 1.924 million viewers tuned in on June 7th. In her mind, they came for her rebounds, her lashes, and her unapologetic swagger. She's probably got a vision board in her locker with WNBA Queen written in glitter and rhinestones. And you know what? I respect the hustle. It's like watching someone pitch a startup to Shark Tank with nothing but confidence and a dream. Angel's got that I'm the main character energy, and she's leaning into it like a WWE superstar cutting a promo. She's posting on X, hinting at billionaire ambitions with lines like, "I'm thinking bigger than ball."
CBS prime time. Saturdays, Fever Sky WNBA regular season game averaged 1.92 million viewers on CBS, marking the 8th largest
Let's break it down with a relatable analogy, because we're keeping it real. Picture the WNBA as a blockbuster movie, like Avengers, Endgame with better jump shots. Caitlin Clark is the lead actor. Think Zendaya in Dune, stealing every scene with effortless star power. She's dropping dimes, draining threes, and breaking records like it's her morning yoga routine. Even when she's off screen, her name's on the poster and people are buying tickets just to feel her vibe. Angel Reese, she's the scene stealer, the supporting actor who's giving Oscar-worthy energy in every frame. She's got the drama, the flair, the one-liners that make you hit rewind. But let's keep it 100. Nobody's rushing to the theater just for the supporting role. They're there for the whole spectacle, and Caitlin's the one driving the box office. Angel's bringing the hot sauce, the paprika, the chili flakes, but Caitlin's cooking the main dish, and it's a 5-course meal that's got everyone asking for seconds. Now, let's talk about the drama, because this rivalry is serving more tea than a royal high tea at Buckingham Palace. Caitlin and Angel are like the WNBA's version of Mean Girls, but with better crossover dribbles and fewer fetch references. Remember that flagrant foul Caitlyn dropped on Angel in the May 17th season opener?
Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. Yeah! On national TV, except ain't Caitlin Clark hurt? Yeah, so what a perfect time to shine if you ain't.
It was like a scene from a Western Showdown. Angel driving to the hoop, Caitlyn swiping with a little extra mustard, and the refs calling it a flagrant one faster than you can say technical foul. Social media lost its collective mind, with fans zooming in on every glare like it was CSI Hardwood Edition. One X post had a slow-motion clip of Angel's side-eye racking up 500,000 views, captioned, "Angel's stare could melt steel beams." Angel played it cool in the post-game presser, saying, "Basketball play, refs got it right, move on." But you know she's got that moment saved in her mental highlight reel, ready to pull it out like a trump card at the next showdown. Then, there's the alleged courtside incident during the June 7th game, where a fan in a Caitlin Clark jersey was caught on video making high-pitched noises while Angel shot free throws. The WNBA is investigating, and X is a war zone. Some call it harmless fandom, others say it's disrespectful. One user posted, "If you're heckling Angel at the line, at least be creative. High-pitched squeals? Amateur hour." Another countered, "Protect Angel at all costs. Caitlin stands Wilden." Either way, it's fuel for the fire, and this rivalry's burning hotter than a summer barbecue. And let's give a massive shout out to the fans, because they're the ones turning this into a cultural juggernaut bigger than a Taylor Swift tour. X is a battlefield of hot takes, like a digital coliseum where gladiators wield memes and stats instead of swords. One user dropped a bomb. Angel Reese isn't in Caitlin Clark's orbit. 4 points in a blowout? $3 tickets? Nah, Caitlyn's the show. Savage. But the sentiment's clear. Caitlyn's got fans acting unwise, like they're ready to tattoo her jersey number on their foreheads. Another user went deep, calling her the Jackie Robinson of the WNBA, breaking barriers and pulling eyeballs like nobody else. The post got 10,000 likes and sparked a 200-comment thread debating whether Caitlyn's impact matches Jackie's historic legacy. Meanwhile, Angel's stans are holding it down, hyping her triple-double and her BET Awards win. One post read, "Angel Reese is that girl. Triple-double Barbie, Met Gala Queen, and y'all still sleeping."
All yours. A lot of people are saying she's the one that lit the torch and is carrying the torch for the WNBA. A lot of people are saying it's Caitlin Clark. No better chance to show and prove. What a response from that national televised game.
With a clip of her snagging a board that got 800,000 views. It's Team Edward versus Team Jacob all over again, but with buckets and boards instead of vampires and werewolves. The fans are picking sides, and it's only making the rivalry hotter than a jalapeno popper fresh out the fryer. Here's the real talk though. This drama is exactly what the WNBA needs, like oxygen to a bonfire. Women's basketball has always been elite, with legends like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, and Diana Taurasi paving the way. But Caitlyn and Angel are turning it into a global obsession, like the sports equivalent of a viral TikTok dance. It's not just hoops heads watching anymore. It's meme lords dropping Caitlin Clark edits set to Drake tracks. Gossip hounds dissecting Angel's side eyes like they're decoding the Da Vinci Code. And your uncle who thinks a screen is something on his smartphone. The June 7th Fever Sky game wasn't just a game. It was a spectacle, a cultural moment, a vibe. Every seat at Wintrust Arena was filled, the energy was electric, and the atmosphere was giving Super Bowl halftime show. Even without Caitlyn playing, the storylines kept people hooked like a season finale cliffhanger. Will Angel step up? Will the Sky get revenge? Will Caitlyn's bench reactions go viral again? It's like the WNBA hired a Hollywood showrunner to keep us glued to our screens, and we're eating it up with a spoon. Let's zoom out and talk about the bigger picture, BK.